let's talk about getting the kinks out of your cables. So if you're wondering how to properly wrap a cable, I do have a video on here already about how to properly wrap a cable. But if you've ever bought, speakers, actually I feel like this mostly affects power cables, because a lot of the XLRs you buy always come in nice loops, but when you buy speakers or anything, a lot of times you get a cord that comes like this, just zip tied, cinched tight like that, and then these, they've been sitting that way in the box forever. You wind up with like cable memory, it just doesn't really go straight, can tangle up easier. Well, I ordered 2 cables today. I needed a couple of locking IEC cords because I thought I lost one to one of my Yamaha speakers. So I ordered 2 just to have a couple of spares. And they came like that, just super tightly cinched. And I uncinched them, tried to stretch them out, tried to bend the kinks back the one way and then tried to do my over-under wrapping. And it just kind of turned into a mess. And obviously it's not a mess right now, it's exactly how I want it to be and rolls out pretty straight now. So I was thinking, well, how do I get the cable memory out of it? So my thought was, it's kind of a warm day outside. I just threw both cords kind of just tangled up onto the dash of one of the vehicles outside and just let them bake in the vehicle for a while, because when you get cords warmed up nice, the plastic or rubber, whatever the outside is, just gets a little bit more pliable, a little bit more flexible. And then I just sat in the car with the cable warm and wrapped it up. And it seemed to work pretty good. So this video is about ideas. That's what I thought about doing. I was like, well, throw it into a 95-degree car and just let the cable warm up and wrap it. And that worked perfectly. I posted that on Facebook and just asked if anybody else had any good ideas. One of my friends said a hanger and a clothespin, and then just sit there with a heat gun and go up and down it until it fully straightens out. Another one of my friends said to take a 5-gallon bucket and wrap the cord around the 5-gallon bucket, do the same thing with a heat gun around it. Another friend said just throw it outside on some blacktop and let it warm up in the sun. So I thought I'd do this video and see if anybody else has any good ideas how to get the kinks out of a cord. A hot vehicle was how I did it, and I think that's probably going to be my go-to, because it's just easy to just toss some cords in a car and let them sit in there for a couple hours and then pull them out, straighten them out, and wrap them up when they're still nice and warm, and then let them cool down like that, and they wind up being pretty nicely wrapped with most of the cable memory out of it. So anyways, if you have any good ideas on how to straighten out cords that come with just really tight kinks in them, throw them down in the comments section. Till next time, have a good day.